that so that everybody's aware that we are now live streaming on YouTube. And we appreciate everybody joining in. Um, it is Saturday, December 16th, 12 p.m. Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern, or whatever time it happens to be where you are, because you are watching us right now. Welcome to the AMAs, Ask Me Anything with Robert Hollis, and we are going to get started in just a few minutes. If you have a question to pose to a certified millionaire, meaning Robert Hollis, go ahead and pose it. Okay, fine. I know. I'm joking.
Is that like Vogue or what is that?
Yes, exactly. Like Vogue. Appreciate that reference. So there's a couple of ways to ask a question of Robert. You can do it in the chats, whether you're on YouTube or here in Zoom with us. Type your question in the chat and we will ask it on your behalf. But the beauty of Ask Me Anything is that you yourself get to ask Robert the question personally by raising your hand. Now, Bill Shoemaker has his hand raised, which we are really glad he's here because he always asks some really good questions. Why not join him? Very simple. To ask the question, if you're here in Zoom, put your cursor in the middle of the screen, look on the bottom of the screen for a button that says Reactions. Now, if it's not there, then click the More button and you'll also find a tab that says Reactions. Then click on Raise Hand and it notifies us that you have a question for Robert if we're not going to read it live from either YouTube or Zoom chats. And again, before we get started, just a couple of other quickie announcements. We have our inner circle that takes place every single Thursday. If you'd like to join, we go more into depth with things, and we get more personal. Go ahead and click on the join button down below if you're watching on YouTube, or go to roberthollis.com/join. Those of you watching on YouTube, I will post the link above the chat as we get started and after I conclude my saying here, or my speaking here. The other thing is, congratulations to everybody joining us. We have now 6,678 subscribers to our YouTube channel. Going for the 6,700. Well, of course, we're going for more. But we love these short-term goals where we can hit each one every time and announce it to you to help us build our network, get the word out so that we can find the ears that want to hear what we have to share. And Robert has a lot to share. So thank you, each and every one of you, our subscribers who have joined us, will be joining us, and will continue to join us as we produce more video, more content, and all because of you and for you. And finally, before we get going and let, as I introduce our host, Robert, you have a phrase that is just so incredible. I know I share it with everybody when we do these AMAs, but it is so important, especially at this time of year, as we think about how we are going to transition from 23 to 2024. And the phrase is, if you know what you know isn't so, when would you like to know? How about now? That's why we do these Ask Me Anythings with the amazing Robert Hollis. So, without further ado, I see 4 hands up. James, Coach Bob, John Tier, Bill Shoemaker so far on the question list. Let's get things started. Ladies and gentlemen, let's please welcome a gentleman who is outstanding. He loves to help people get ahead. He has helped 67 people become millionaires. Want to be the next one? Let's follow what he says. Documentation beats conversation. Ladies and gentlemen, Robert Hollis!
Oh my God, Craig, you're the hostess with the mostest. Thank you so much. That was perfecto. So I really, really, really appreciate each and every one of you taking time out of your day today to jump on here. My calling is to help people, so I thank God every day that I wouldn't be where I am today if someone didn't take the time to teach me and show me the way. You know what I mean? So my deal is just to I get to stand on shoulders of giants before me. And, that's really, really awesome. So what I want to share with you guys first is I know a lot of you always have heard of my approach on how I go out there and build businesses and large organization. And it's all from this phrase, hey, I was wondering if you could do me a huge personal favor, and I'd really appreciate it. You know what I mean? And help me out. And I've always from my mentor from day one, I looked at him. He said to me, where do you see yourself getting started after a presentation? And I just said to him, listen, I don't have any money. I don't even have electricity. And I still to this day, thank God every day, all day, that my mentor looked at me and said, listen, don't worry about the money right now. Let me show you how to make money, and then you can make a decision. So to see that I've been in this industry 37 years and 5 years and 9 months with MDC, and right now, everyone in the company that is paying attention is reaching out to people and saying, hey, do you know anyone that would like up to $32,000 from the U.S. Treasury? Well, what is this going to cost? It's free. I'll send you an affiliate link and you can sign up for free. You can apply. And once you apply, if you're approved for the money and they'll tell you how much, then you can pay a filing fee that's going to be less than the money that you actually would get back from the Treasury Department. Now, you guys know that I've said this forever, but now to see the whole company going, I'm going to do that. I'm just going to say, hey, if you're open to making money or know anyone that needs money, here's my freaking link. And I just don't know. I hope for some people that really get serious and promote this to help other people make money. See where the mind shift is? The number one goal is to go out there and see how people can get approved and get money back from the government. And so there's going to be a lot of people that are going to miss the boat. So we did a webinar that when it gets uploaded, everyone will get noticed. And for people that want more information, that's what you should do. But I want to show you guys something very, very quickly that I just find fascinating. So, of course, this is the MDC back office. And, what I did is I actually go all the way to the bottom of the menu on the left-hand side, and you're going to see self-employed tax credit right here. And what's amazing about this is that when you look at some of the people, like I guess this Cody guy, he is just a podcaster. He does real estate, he does investing, and he just had this large list. And he sent to every one of them, hey, if you're interested to see if you apply for $32,000 back from the government, click on this link, fill out the information, and let's see what happens. And so when you get people that, can you imagine if you even got 50% of this, 237,000, this program's only been available for 2 days, couple of days. And you look how fast this is building. So I'm really, really proud of Candace. And, and you guys will see me going up this board too, because I'm going to lead by example. And one of the things I love about it is when you click on share, well, I want to do a quick glimpse here because there's some people here that show up on some people that show up here, everyone. and I just think it's so cool for all of you that is participating here. Now, people could say, well, how do I get this back office? Listen, I'll send you my affiliate link and you can sign up for free and you got the same back office I do. So either you can become an affiliate for free and you can apply yourself. You can apply yourself in your own back office. You need more information. Here it is. How many people know that after you give everyone the information, there's still people that want more information? Well, then send them the webinar. Don't try to learn this stuff. Just get those that have ears to hear in front of it. Now, one of the things I love about this too is how many were on the webinar this morning? Okay. For those of you that were on the webinar this morning, did you guys see some of the questions that people are asking? That should be a training all in its own. Well, my child has blue eyes. Do you think it would work for them? Wow. Wow. This sounds too good to be true. I'm left-handed. Can I still, apply if I'm left-handed? If you guys just don't get upset because people ask questions. It's like, just send them the link and people are still going to have difficulty, but I just wanted to share that. And then of course, when you go to share, it'll show the applicants in your group, and then it'll also show your personal. And then, that is really, really, really cool. Now, a couple other things I wanted to share really quick, and then we'll go into asking questions is, there's people out there that don't even trust Google. You know what I mean? So I've told people, listen, just go to Google and put in SETC. So, like Josh said, not only have I heard it on the news already, but, here it is, a press release, $32K in credit available to self-employed Americans affected by COVID. These people might have a better way of saying what it is, right? So do you think that I would post my link along with this graphic? Yeah, if you guys want to see what I'm doing or what other people are doing, go directly to their page and see, right? And, the other link that I wanted to share with you is, of course, this was on the webinar, but, whether the number is 40 million or 80 million, that's still a lot of people. Would you agree? And I wish they would have put the last one in that they were talking about, which is farmers. You know what I mean? I didn't know that farmers got, are self-employed, so I know of a lot of farmers. And then, I got to give credit where credit's due, right? So my wife said, did you see Ray Higdon's post? No, I didn't. So here's Ray Higdon, if you received a 1099 in 2021, here's his link. Don't you guys find that pretty interesting? So there's some people that, they see an opportunity and they just hope that it'll work for everyone. But what's unique about this, do you guys know that when the person signs up on this link, they not only become a customer of you in MDC, but they also go into the holding tank. So you can place them wherever you want. So I think it's really neat that people get to see this. Now, I'm going to give you one more perspective from where my mind is. That's 37 years of working on your mindset, right? Maybe think about connecting with people that have the largest list of people that are 1099 and self-employed. Does anyone here know any accountants, CPAs, tax people? Can you imagine you get to tell them to sign up for free? Sign up for free. You get your own links and you're promoting this law firm. I'm sorry, Jones Tax. You're promoting this company and they have the affiliate program. So, MDC is just connecting it so we get commissions from it. So how many of you think that if you really overthink this, you could ruin this? How many people think they could do that? And people are going to do it. They're going to do it. They're not going to say, me personally, you're going to watch me lead by example. I know people ask questions. So I wanted the webinar on my YouTube so that I could go out there and they go, well, I got some questions. Do I look like a tax accountant to you? No. Here's the guy, what was his name? Justin. So it's Justin.
Justin and Tony.
Yeah. So watch this webinar. And then people are going to reach back to you and still have a difficulty clicking on a link and answering a 2-question overview. Those are not the people. This is always speaking to those that have ears to hear. And what I love about this, do you guys think that someone like a Ray Higdon or even a network marketing professional like myself, do you guys realize that I promise you, I'm going to go through every email I have. I'm going to go through every phone number I have, every friend, every follower, and I'm going to hit this as hard as I possibly can. Because I know that numbers don't lie, and I also know that numbers are not emotional. And so I think a little bit different. So let me share that with you, and then we'll go into Ask Me Anything. So I like long-term residual income. Is this residual? It is not. But the people that refer it will be. So there's going to be one group of people that are going to get them all front level, right? And then there's going to be people like me that go, hey, listen, John, do you know anyone that was self-employed or 1099 during the COVID years? Yeah. Listen, you can be in a position to get into in this company as a free affiliate. And let me show you all the tracking and everything that it does. So become a free affiliate, look down, see where it says share. It does all the tracking for you. I want you to go after, and I want you to get the bonus. Not me. So when this is no longer there, I've showed them you can sign up for free and you can share affiliate link and you can get paid. For some people that you send them a link, they become a free affiliate, and then they go, now what? Yeah. Maybe you should just do exactly what was done to you. How did you become a free affiliate? Well, Coach Bob reached out to me, told me a little bit about this. It sounded interesting. I decided to become an affiliate, right? Do that. I don't get it. I don't think you ever will, to be honest with you. I don't know how. But you guys all know that that's that kid. If you haven't seen it, that's that little small kid that's hanging on to the rope and his legs are going straight out because of the water flow. And he's screaming. I'm going to drown. I'm going to drown. And, and someone walks up to him, grabs him by the hips, stands him up in the water, and he's only in waist deep water. You know what I mean? So when you see people overthink, it's really hard to go, can I ask you a question? Sure. Did you sign up in Facebook? Yeah. How did you do that? How did you sign up for Amazon? How did you sign up for Zoom? Are you using any other social media? Yeah. How did you do that? So one of the things I'm going to ask you guys all to do, listen closely, is the thing that's made me, with the calculations now, probably 60 million. Got to send Ted an update. All right. But listen to this. Even if it was 50 million, I'm still okay? Is again saying as little as possible to as many people as you can. So me, I'm going to be doing the same thing that I was before this program. Hey, do you know anyone that would like to make some extra money? What is this? Become a free affiliate, scroll down and apply. See? Because I want them to figure out the rest of the company. And I believe that a lot of them will buy other things. I believe that once they get exposed to the tech and the mobile app, I just really truly believe that all the people that will enroll, that I think will stick around after this program maybe no longer exists. So I said I was done. One other thing. I really don't know how long this will last. I really don't. Some people are saying the end of May. So there's going to be people that are watching this video live or recorded that they'll do like I did, put my head down, really, really, really make it a priority to expose this to everyone I know. And then I can ride that commissions for the next 5 years. Did you guys catch that? It's like, I will put everything on the back burner to make sure that I expose this to every person I know. And so that's why I know I'll go up that leaderboard, because the average person isn't that sharp. Because there are going to be people that go, I guess I didn't approve. Why? Well, I didn't pay any taxes in 2000 and 2001. I didn't even file. You know what I mean? It's like, I believe that. All right. So let's get back to Craig, and I'm looking forward to helping you guys. Don't think so much.
All right. Well, wow, what a great way to get this party started. And all right, we have 4 hands raised and a question that was asked online. So
Okay.
let's get into this. We've got James Saunders, Coach Bob, John Tier with their hands up, but first person up today, and he's done this in the past, Bill Shoemaker. Go ahead, open up, and please share with all of us.
Thank you, the amazing Craig Jackman. Love you, brother.
Love you.
Hi, Bill.
Hey, man. Thank
Feels
you.
like I feels like I just talked to you. I don't
You
really.
did, and Izzy too. Hi, Uncle Bobby, Uncle Robert. Yeah. Anyway, thank you for all you do, brother, and thanks for the extra information today. I mean, it makes sense to get attention to those people that have a big list of people. So that was gold. And anyway, I just wanted to come out and acknowledge Mary Valchik from last Inner Circle.
Oh man, yes.
Because the job that you did with her was amazing, for one thing, but it hit me in the heart too, because I think all of us deal with the same shit. But Mary, you had the bravery to come out and say it.
Yeah.
And so thank you for that, because it really touched me. I have a lot of issues too, from
we all do.
And so I'm fighting that battle too, but I shouldn't say fighting that battle. I'm acknowledging or being more aware of what's going on in my own psyche, because I'm going through the same stuff. So thank you, Mary, for that. I love and appreciate you so much. And you're amazing. We know that we'll do this together. So thank you for your support. So that's it for Bill today. Thank you, guys.
Well, thank you, Bill, and thank you, Mary. For those of you that would like to see what we did with Mary, that's for Inner Circle members, and understand that when I had one person reach out to me and say, I didn't know it was $9.99 a month, $9.99 to be an Inner Circle member. And I said, well, not only do you get to see the recordings of all the stuff that we did, but the money goes to orphans. And so if you want to see documentation, we have a video where we give that money, to Matthew and Angel for Jesus Way, and also for other things as well. I also always donate during this time to the Zweigel Foundation for kinship and stuff like that. So, if you can't afford it, I get it. But if you can't afford it, the money just goes to children in need. So Thank you, Bill. I love and appreciate you for all your
Inner Circle is,
contributions.
Inner Circle is invaluable. I mean, it's priceless. Totally priceless. I mean, getting Robert Hollis, I mean, what a miracle. $10.
I love you, Bill. Thank
Love
you.
you too, brother. Thank you.
Bill, thank you so much. And if you do want to donate any of the money, especially those of you that are watching on YouTube, any of the money that is associated with that $ button in the below the chat, just look at below the chat. There's a little square with a $ on it. Any of that money is what Bill and Robert were just talking about, goes to Robert's organizations, and he will donate all of that to those foundations. So
and sometimes we even match it. So it's really, really, really cool.
Absolutely. So I put that in the chat of YouTube. So please, ladies and gentlemen, if you do, you don't have to, but if you do have that feeling like you want to, especially during the holiday season now, help us out. Love you and appreciate you. And Bill, thank you so much for bringing that up. We appreciate you. And of course, we do appreciate Mary and what she shared. And that's very easy, ladies and gentlemen, to do, is to join us on the Inner Circle by either clicking the join button down below if you're watching on YouTube, or going to roberthollis.com/join. And before we go to the next person on our list, John Tier, I just want to remind everybody who's watching on YouTube, hit that like button. That's that one, the one with the thumbs up, and hit the subscribe button so you're always notified when we do these broadcasts. Robert goes live every day at noon. We have this, we have the How Do You Know That podcast. Just so much going on and so much more to come. So please subscribe to our YouTube channel. We appreciate you and for joining us, and we love you very much. John Tier, you're up next. Thank you for your patience there, my friend. Go ahead, open up, and please share with us.
Hey, everybody.
Hi, Mr. Tier. How are you today?
I'm incredible, but I'll get better. So listen, I think I heard you correctly. And so are you, instead of you sharing the credit, you're actually sharing your affiliate link instead?
That's what I'm doing.
Okay. That's what I'm gonna make sure I was hearing that. Okay.
Now, if I make a post, I'll share it like everybody else is doing.
Okay.
Yeah, if I do a post, then I'm following what some of the other people have done. If you guys click on the leaderboard and look down the leaderboard, figure out where those people have social media stuff and see what they're posting. And it's pretty awesome because I know that you guys know a lot of people that not only have been involved in a number of these investment programs, but crypto programs, trading programs. So those guys are doing really well because they get paid by 1099 as well. Mm-hmm. And there's also, people that are corporations are sole proprietors also. So that's why it says self-employed, because, people that are plumbers and stuff like that, I didn't realize farmers, they'll do that for extra write-offs, because corporations, S corps, LLCs, they all get more write-offs than an individual does. And so people do a self-proprietor, and then, hairdressers, photographers, all of them take advantage of that. And so as long as it's them and family members on the tax return, that works as well.
Okay. And the only other thing was, I got a little confused about how does that compensation work? I wasn't sure what Josh was saying there.
Yeah, really quickly, what I love about this, and you guys can explain this, is, John, you could become a free affiliate, go in the back and apply. Right. All right. Now, once you apply and do all of this stuff, it's amazing how fast that Jorn's tax. I mean, they're on it, man. If any one of you have already applied, they're on. They reach out to you right away. They're really fast and do all that. So once you're approved, they'll actually tell you how much money you got coming from the Treasury.
Right.
Then they'll tell you what the filing fee is if you want that money. So it could be 1 year as an individual, not the family, which would be $250 filing fee. And then it can be as high as $1,500 if you're doing both years. doing personal on both and then family on both.
Right.
Then that's 1,500.
Right.
So as soon as that fee is paid for filing, that's what is called business volume for us.
Right.
And we just would get paid the following week.
Okay, I guess I didn't understand the amount because he showed 500 BV, and then he said something about I saw 60, and then he said, "Well, no, that's not really right," and so I got a little confused this morning about
it's right in the back office though.
Okay.
It's funny. I think maybe someone just made a little slip up on the slip up on the slide.
Yeah, yeah.
And also in the back when you sign people up, it'll show that they signed up. Then it's going to show that they are pending and filing their documents.
Right.
And then it's going to show another one where they filed their documents and they actually were approved. And then the next one will be whether or not they paid their filing fee.
Mm-hmm.
But as soon as they pay their filing fee, then we'll see that as business volume. And you guys will be able to, because Josh puts a little bit in the binary, and then he also puts it in jump starts. So
okay, so it's still set up the same way in terms of like paying out.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Yep. It would be like if you sold, a 199 brand bucks,
Right.
but it'd be 250, or whether someone decided to buy two 799s.
Right.
That is a little higher, but for him to put this in, it's just mind-boggling. He had a chance to work with this same agency, Jones and Associates, with Jorns and Associates, when the ERC came out. But to show you that Josh and I have the same mentality, he decided not to do that because that was going to teach everyone in the company to be sales types and go after businesses.
Mm-hmm.
So so I had probably 50 people approach me with that. Hey, Robert, could you do me a huge favor? Who do you know that's a business owner that could apply for this ERC? And I was like, I don't know any businesses. I'm building a large organization of people that can make extra money for them and their family. So I'm not, I would tell a business person they need to sell their business and jump in this and build freedom and residual income.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay,
thank you, John. Any other questions?
No, that's it. I'm going to go back and watch how you send out your affiliate link. How you say that too. So I got the first part of that, but then you said something else about become a free affiliate and blah 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 and all of that.
Yeah,
so I'm going to go back and watch
the way I'm going to reach out to everyone, and I'll do it with you, John, so people really see this. Okay. I will do the same thing as I've always done, but this gives me a reason, just like the holidays and just like New Year's, to reach out to John.
Right.
So I'm going to reach out. Hey, John, this is Robert. I don't have to say that. I wouldn't say that. That's crazy. Okay. I got to rewind. Okay, there we go. We rewind.
Okay.
So I would say, hi, John, I was thinking about you. So instead of thinking, I would just reach out to you. Hope you and your family are blessed and safe. And I hope you're having a great holiday season. Another reason I was thinking about you is right now we've hooked together with a company that'll get up to $32,000 back to people that are self-employed. You can become an affiliate for free. And when you sign up as an affiliate for free, I can point, guide, and direct you right to the information that you need so you can share it with people how to get this money back from the Treasury and also make money for you and your family.
I can't wait to watch the replay now.
So a lot of people get confused when I say, instead of sprinkles, we're going to put nuts on the cupcakes. You know what I mean? It's like you watch people get confused and people go, so you're not giving out the gift? The gift of making income for helping people get money from the government, that's a gift.
Yeah, right. I thought about that too. That's exactly the way I thought about it. Yeah. I was like, man, I mean, I'm giving you an opportunity to make $32,000. What kind of gift? that's a big gift.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a
And
huge
I would
gift.
say to people, because you're going to have people that are going to go, hey, I got some questions. Awesome. Here was a webinar that was done by Josh Wagle and Justin. I don't remember the other guy, but here's a webinar with the CEO of Jorns and Associates, and they talk about everything that you need to do.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good. Okay, I can end right now and go off and
Yeah. And again, if you guys got questions, you know how to get a hold of me. And yeah, it's they're right now. I don't know why they felt like they had to edit something out of that webinar, but when MDC says they're going to edit the video, I just everyone cringes in the Mastermind Alliance. It's like, come the hell on. So, I posted Judge Judy tapping on her watch. So I see Lisa Marie in here said, when is it going to be posted? And if you guys are part of MDC and you're not on Telegram connected to the information, the MDC latest news, then do that. About 99.9% of your questions would be asked if you're always checking that Telegram group. And
yeah,
people that are in business that want to leave their job usually stay connected. So there you go.
yeah, that's awesome, Robert. Thanks a lot. Like I said, I can't wait for the replay, and I'm gonna just do that part because I had the very first part of it. I just want to put that
Yep.
flip it with the affiliate part. So yeah, okay, cool.
And I promise you guys, if you are always thinking about helping other people get money from the government, just think about that. I'm looking for people, and I don't know who they are, but I'm looking for people that would like to make money helping other people get money back from the government. Should I say that again really slow? I'm reaching out to everyone I know to see if they would be interested in earning extra income by helping other people get money back from the government. So if you hear how simple that mindset is, and I reach out to John and say, hey, John, I was thinking about you. And he's like, listen, don't bother me. Leave me alone. You're an idiot. I don't like scams. This is too good to be true. If you really have the thought pattern that I just shared with you, wouldn't you just go, man, I really feel sorry for this dude.
Yes.
I really feel sorry for this guy that he is not in the mindset to be open enough to earn income by helping other people get money from the government.
Yes.
It's just, hey, and so I am well aware that I can catch people at the wrong place at the wrong time.
What reminds me of that is the gold coin.
Yeah.
It's the gold coin. I mean, you could actually stand outside and try to give $100 bill away, and people would turn their heads and
They would
do it.
Yeah, they'll say, and that's what was so funny about seeing some of the comments. So a person goes, well, I clicked on the link and I applied and I'm not approved for it. And I go, really? And you were 1099 and self-employed? No, I got a job. I get W-2. And you just want to go, here's your sign. Here's your sign. Can't even fix stupid with duct tape, right?
Right.
because people only hear what they want to hear.
Mm-hmm.
And those are the same kind of idiots, by the way, and I'll say idiots, that then would go out and say, hey, everybody, if John Tier calls you, he's going to try to get you to sign up for something for free, and they're not really giving away the money.
Well, you know what, Robert? What just came to my mind is that it also might be in the approach that someone, gave him, because remember, your approach is so different when you talk about, do you know anybody that wants to make, or we're looking for people who want to help others get money from the government. If they weren't approached like that, of course, that mindset is, oh, I'm trying to get money from me. But if somebody had approached them with the flip, they would have already known right from there that, okay, this is not about me. I think I do know some people that do. So
Yeah.
that's how powerful what you're saying is.
And I think I shared with all you guys just recently, there was a guy, Arthur sent me a link with Alex, and this guy has made over $100 million.
Yeah.
And he goes through his approach. If you guys don't like cussing, don't listen to it. But I just thought it was hilarious how he said that he's built his whole business by reaching out to people and saying, "Hey, who do you know?" And I just thought, man, this is hilarious. And he says the reason why it works and why other people, if they're not doing it, is sort of, silly. But I just thought, man, it's fun to see people use that same kind of approach and get a lot of reward out of it. And so,
I
man,
mean, with this thing here is the way you set it up, Robert, is that you can talk to anybody because it's really not about you. It's about them in such a way that you're asking them to help you find somebody who'd like to make some money.
right.
And that's and what actually gives it a lot of credibility, and not to say that MDC doesn't have credibility, but when you start talking about the government is going to, because the
Yeah.
government has in the past, they've already, that's something they've been doing quite a bit over the last, few years.
Has anybody gotten checks from the government?
Right. Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So, this is part of the Hollis organization getting, now that's not this program, but that was another program.
Right.
You know what I mean?
So we know the government will give away money.
Yeah, there's two groups of people, right? People that figure out how to not pay taxes and how to get money back from the government. And then there's the other people that are pissed off at them.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's always going to be the two groups. No matter what we do, it's always going to be the two groups.
Right.
The groups that are pissed off because they figured out how to get money from the government, and the other people that think that the money that you did give back from the government, you should split with them.
Go get your own.
Yeah. I will use a quick thing that I seen is that instead of this being welfare, this is workfare.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
This is workfare. What do you mean workfare? Well, the government has assisted corporations when they went through some hardships with the COVID.
Right.
Now they're doing this to self-contractors, self-employed, people that are 1099. This is their tax relief. And what I love about it is it's not a loan. You don't have to pay it back. So there's people that are going to apply and either get turned down or not. And then there's other people that are going, oh, I'm not, the government's never going to give me any money. I love where Josh asked Justin and those guys, they go, so has anyone ever gotten money back and they really didn't get a check? And it was funny, the guy that was the salesperson, you know what I mean, the chief operating officer, he goes, no, I don't think that's ever happened. And Justin's like, yeah, it happens. And they go, how? Well, the person finds out they got $32,000 coming back to them, and they haven't paid their taxes. So that person is going to not get a check or a portion of his check, but they're going to make sure he pays off his IRS or her IRS bill first. And yeah, that just happens.
Well, like you said, if you owed 1,000 and they gave you 1,000, then you don't owe them 1,000 anymore.
But at least you're paying down what you owe the government, and
right.
Yeah, you get to move on.
Yep.
But great questions, John.
Thank you.
Love and appreciate you.
You too.
John, thank you. And actually, a question came up in the chat that I want to kind of pose, and I believe Dr. Magagula, who is believe from Nigeria, shared this. It said, "Hello, Robert. How can I benefit from this if I'm not a U.S. citizen?"
Great, 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 great question. For the people that are not an American citizen, are not self-employed with 1099s, so I think we have like what 300 million plus people in America, and only 40 million fall underneath this program. All right. So, doctor, what you would do is you would reach out and do exactly the same thing I say, just to people that are in America. Or everyone you say, hey, listen, who do you know in America? My whole 37-year career is been able to make all this money and create all these millionaires by very simply asking people, who do you know? So the short answer is do exactly what we taught here. Just reach out to people in America and reach out to people in your group in Nigeria or Hungary, any other country that know people in America. I don't know if I've ever shared this with you, doctor, but I always tell people too, you can go on Facebook and put friends in America, friends in the United States, in the search engine of Facebook. And it'll find all your friends that are friends and followers of yours in the United States. So now if you taught that to everyone in every country, to think that you can help people get money back from the government that qualify, and you'll get paid regardless the country that you're in. So great, 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 great question. And that's why I bring people in as a free affiliate first, and then that way. Now, he also made me just think of something else. If you sent someone the link for the self-employed tax credit, just that link, right? That's where you're seeing the leaderboard. If you sent that link, that person becomes a customer of MDC to apply and get that from Jones and Associates. Now, here's what's really unique about that. They could log back in and change their customer to an affiliate, and now they got all the stuff just like we do in the back office. So some of you, if you felt, well, I got a whole large mailing list, I want to approach it as, hey, click on this link, fill out, see if you approve, and then go. And then after they do it, then you could reach out to them and go, hey, listen, you're already a customer. I see you in my back office. If you wanted to, you could log in and become an affiliate so that you could share the link and make money as other people get money from the government. You guys like it? I think Coach Bob liked that one. All right, cool.
Robert, thank you. Dr. Magagula, thank you very much for asking the question. Very good question. All right, next up, speaking of Coach Bob, you are next. So please, Coach, unmute yourself and share with us.
Thanks, Craig. Thanks. Hi, Robert.
Hey, Coach Bob, what's up, man?
The sky. No, everything, man. It's so crazy when you
When
give
people
out these
ask
ideas.
you what's up, your response should be my income.
Okay, my income. You give us so many creative ideas. You get my head just turning, and it's really good. Even the Thursdays, and the $9 is like nothing. I mean, to get you, if they get you a loan like that, it's priceless. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And thanks for turning my gears in my
Good.
my head.
That's
you know what I mean? Because now I'm getting ideas. I want to leave quick and start. So
yeah, and here's something that I reached out with other people. How many of you know people that have a mailing list? So if they understand that they're sharing an affiliate link with Jones and Associates, helping their mailing list get money back from the government, do you see that this is pretty much a no-brainer? So for you, Coach Bob, I'd be hitting every affiliate marketer that I could find that has a mailing list. And what do they right away go, hey, oh, by the way, did you hear Ray Higdon? Oh, I know who Ray Higdon is. Here's a post. Go look at, copy his post and say, look, this is what he sent to his list.
Yeah, right.
Some people really want to help other people and other people just want to take their money. I think that Ray's pretty smart. I think when he finds out how many people he gets money back to them from the government, he probably calls them up and says, hey, Coach Bob, I see that you applied for that credit, and I see that you did the maximum filing fee, so you must be getting quite a bit money back. Oh yeah, I'm getting like $21,000 back. Man, what a good time to hire a coach.
Right.
What a great time to pay for my Mama Jama lifetime founder program. I don't want to take all your money, but for a small fee of $14,999, you
Yeah. Oh, exactly.
Oh my God.
So that's really good. And I was thinking just about finding the people that this benefits, but not the people to try to get affiliates from it. You know what I mean?
Right.
And that was the spin you kind of put on. But so I got a couple questions. The one is about your book.
Okay.
How's that working? Okay. So when was yes, that's it. There it is. So when you were the first time you went on stage and you introduced someone and you said it didn't go too well.
Right.
You didn't define it too much in the book. You just kind of went, I was wondering if you could kind of go over it and how you got better.
I 1000% totally lost my mind and froze up.
Just introducing someone.
Yep. They brought me, all I was supposed to say is something heartfelt about the person that was doing the presentation. That's all I was supposed to do. All right. And so I got on stage and everyone applauded because the person that introduced me did such a great job. And I got up and looked at the crowd and said, everybody give a hand to Coach Bob. So I didn't say anything about them. I didn't say anything about anything. It was like I was just.
Did you have stuff though? Did you have
Huh?
stuff you were gonna say?
Yes. Yes. And here's the funny thing. They told me that they were going to get mad at me if it was over a minute. And Craig's so awesome. He just posted my first taped interview that you guys can see in there. And it's like I would challenge somebody, but I'm sort of beating myself up being a bully. Stop being a bully. But when you watch this video, I would challenge you to be able to do an effective testimonial that short and see if you could add business as a word more than I do. Because we all know how much we beat ourselves up, right?
Right. Oh, yeah.
And so when I watch that video, I cringe because I go, hi, I'm Robert Hollis. I'm in the business. I'd like you to be in the business. My mom is in the business. I have some friends in the business. And this is such an awesome business that you need to get in the business. Thank you very much. I'll see you later. Now, I know I said more than that, but when I watch the video, I'm going like, how many times can you say the word business? Now, the other part of your question is how do you get better? Is unfortunately, people know the way you get better is just by doing.
Okay.
And I wish that someone, it's funny, people tell you stuff, but again, you just hear from your perspective. I wish someone would have said to me when I first got on stage that, Robert, your goal is to make Coach Bob look good because Coach Bob can't brag about himself. So it's but what you're going to do is you're going to allow the people that are watching, the audience to watch, to feel good about the person that they're going to watch. So you're just helping them pay attention so that they can get the information and they respect where the information is coming from. Because as soon as someone started telling me that even me on stage as a testimonial was not about me, that my story was to touch and inspire and give hope to somebody that would what's the word I'm looking for? that would go, oh, that guy's just like me, you know? And
Yeah.
so I was always wrapped up in my head that I wanted to do the best testimonial or the best speaking. It was all about me not fumbling, not repeating words, you know, all of this stuff that we all do, you know, how many ums can I have in a sentence? And you know, and so that's what I was doing, which is overthinking and being too much in my head. If you guys are doing any audios or videos where you're talking to people, if you always can think and sort of do this, I haven't said this in a long time, is Coach Bob, what would you, if you were where I am now, the lifestyle, the income, the praise and recognition, everything, if you were where I am and I was where you are, what would you say and do to get me to go, wow, this is a better way for me?
Practice, keep working at it. Don't give up, you know, just because I started where you were, and then, you know.
Yeah. And I even love what Alex recently said. Alex said that, you know, because he was making so much money, he put together this beautiful studio for a podcast. You know, they got the state-of-the-art cameras and lights and everything. And he said he really started doing like massive productions, just like Mr. Beast does. He said, man, I'm going to put, you know, some stuff together. And he says, those videos still don't outperform the one that I pulled up on my phone standing out on the sidewalk someplace because I had an idea and I just threw it out there.
Sure.
So, you know, so it's your excitement that you know some information or some wisdom to help somebody else. So if you always can come from the mindset that I believe that this will speak to those that have ears to hear. And that's why, you know, sort of self-deprivation, not bullying, but self-deprivation works so well. Like one of the videos that we have that is our fastest growing video is, I forget the title of it, Craig. I know Matt's on here, but it's like the attributes of a loser.
Oh, okay.
It's like, what? You know what I mean? I know that the persons are not sharing and watching that video to find out what kind of loser they are. They want me to talk about how much of a loser I am. See, and us talking about, I tell people, you want to get a lot of views and really love a video, do a video like this. Hi, I'm doing this video because my mentor said I should. And I know I look and sound stupid. And I don't think I need to go any further. Have a great day. You know what I mean? Because everyone will go, oh my God, that's the way I would feel if I did a video. So I hope that helped you. Yeah, because man, Bob, you're such an incredible human being. You really are. I love, instead of calling people human beings, you're a human doing.
Oh,
And
yeah.
and I know the reason you're doing it, for your family. You love people, and man, your voice needs to be heard.
Thanks.
You just got to go, hey, you know. And if you guys notice, there used to be a time where I would really, really think about what I'm saying. And because I'm doing it all the time, I very, very rarely think about what I'm saying. I've gotten so comfortable doing videos that if I jump on, like, you know, there's not too many people that I'm aware of that does an open forum, ask me anything every frickin' Saturday. You can do it.
Right.
And so why would I do it? Not only do we have years now of Ask Me Anything, so think about how many questions I've been asked and years of doing Ask Me Anything. But I keep doing them because people love getting on here live.
Sure.
So I think that we went live to the COVID thing, made us go to recordings. And people like seeing stuff live. They just love being like, I think that's why, I know why reality shows do as well as they do. Because it's like, this guy gets on with his flowered shirt. He doesn't care what he's saying. People ask him all kinds of crazy questions about anything. And this guy just comes off the cuff and just says it the way it is. You know what I mean? And so, yeah, I think people really love that. I know I do. So I enjoy doing them.
And you're so good at interviews because you can carry people. Like on my interview that you did, I thought you did very good. You picked up all of the silent parts. You know what I mean? You kept it rolling really, and you're awesome at that.
Thank you.
And then just one more quick question.
Sure.
I'm so proud of your social media. I want to try to do the same thing. I want it. That's where these questions are going. I really want to go into this area. So, what is the biggest thing? It's just a post constantly, right?
Yeah.
And then it's at all of them, or is it just? I see you're really concentrating on YouTube a lot.
Yeah, and throughout my time on the internet, you just see it like an ebb and flow of where it's going, and then it's over here, and then it seems like one person is dominating. And Bob, I know that you'll know this because when I talk to people that are great online marketers that use the internet, it's funny, I did the video Glory Days.
Yeah, right.
Okay. You can't get those guys to stop talking about, do you remember how fun Google ads were? Oh my God, did you know how fun Google ads were? It was like shooting fish in a barrel. It was just so much fun. But then it changed. And then people were saying that about solo ads. And then people were saying that about Facebook. So when Facebook was trying to figure it out, it was like, oh my God, yeah, this is crazy. I remember seeing videos where you could go into the back office of Facebook advertising and focus your ads toward people that made over 200 grand.
Crazy.
What is your avatar? Tell me the perfect person that you're trying to get. I'm looking for a person that's got confidence, money, self-esteem, and influence. Yeah. They wouldn't be making 200 grand plus if they didn't already work on those things. Right. You don't have to call someone up that's making 200 grand plus and ask them if they got work ethic. It's like crazy, right? And so to think that we could use ads to pinpoint those people. And so what would we say to an avatar like that? It's like, can you imagine making the same money you're making now, if not more, but actually having all of your free time? That's only done through leverage. Like a real estate agency that has brokers.
Right.
And then they have agents and customers. And it's like, wait, I can make six figures, mid six figures and have my life? Really? Because when you get in the upper ranks, everything's talk about 10x your business, which means 10x your effort. Yeah. I'd rather make six figures and have my wife not divorce me and have my kids know who the hell I am.
Right.
So if you don't understand that leverage, so like you said, things kept changing. So there was times when I was doing a Facebook Live and I was so consistent every day in doing them that they were really, really doing well, really doing well. And then all of a sudden it was like Facebook took a switch and switched. And it was like, I know some of you that have been following me a while. Do you remember where a couple of times a week I'd have to post in the Vision group, Facebook group, because we were over 150 brand new people that joined that group. And 3 times a week I was posting, I'm proud of you, put it in, bang. Do you notice that I haven't done that for months? So right now, for whatever reason, no one's finding our group anymore. But they're not finding my posts either, and they're not finding my Facebook Lives anymore. So that's when I'm going, well, where is this? And then all of a sudden, Matt's so ahead of the game. He gets to do one of those things. Hey, Dad, stop doing Facebook and you need to be doing YouTube Lives. And it's like, sometimes I'm not as fast to learn. You know what I mean? I'm going, well, I really have no one on YouTube. And it's like, because you used to have no one on Facebook. It's like, yeah, but I'd have to learn a new platform and I'd have to learn how to do that. And man, when I made the decision to do it, it's been one of the best career moves that I've made. We got a YouTube channel now that, it's a big deal to have two numbers before a comma. You know what I mean?
Oh,
And
yeah.
our YouTube channel is approaching 13,000 we're going to make on our YouTube channel this year.
That's awesome.
Compared to, so that might not sound like a lot of money to you guys, but an extra $1,000 a month for just posting content is pretty awesome.
Oh yeah, and you get known, and you get more people in the business. I don't know how you can calculate that. You know what I mean? That's difficult to do that.
Yeah, and so as we're learning and doing other things, and AI is making it simpler for Craig and Matt to do those things. It's funny when people say geometric progression, we always talk about that in network marketing.
Right.
The penny doubling every day. Would you rather have $1 million cash or a penny doubling every day for 30 days? Everyone messes up on that until they calculated it out.
Right.
And so if you took a penny a day doubling for 30 days, that's something like $3-4 million. So you lost 2 million by taking the million up front, right?
Right.
The question of that has always been, well, what happens on the 32nd day? See, that's my world.
Right.
You know what I mean? When all of a sudden you look in your back office and you go, we had 15,000 people enroll this month. What the hell? And so you guys know we only had this tax program out for a couple days now, 2-3 days, and to have 3,000 applications.
That's crazy. Yeah.
Oh my God. See that? So you guys get that people are going, wow, this is simple. This makes sense. I can do it.
Right.
And so, yeah, so my deal is I stopped everything. I'm just consistent every day at the same time doing some kind of content. And for those of you that have difficulty coming up with content, steal ours. Go to other people's channels, click on video or shorts, and then click on most popular. Watch it, take notes, do your own.
Sounds good. Yeah.
Yeah, if someone's getting 24 million views on a video, that might be a good title.
You think? Yeah, they did the research for you, right? So just
Right.
and put your own spin on it.
Yeah, and it's like there was another one that we did. Matt could tell you and Craig could tell you, but some of the names that we had, wasn't it a video, you guys, Craig and Matt, that video that you and I did? No, they took it was you and I talking, and I don't know what we were talking about in that short, but it was like what do billionaires do with their money or some stupid thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I will find that. I did post the other one that you mentioned earlier.
Okay,
by the
cool.
way, so I'll find
Yeah,
it. It's about the billionaires. Yeah.
It's really, really bizarre to see what titles just take off.
Oh, I
But
bet.
we're talking about the Holy Grail, and the Holy Grail is actually getting a video that goes viral.
Yeah.
So there's no way, my biggest video I think has 66,000 views on it, and it's me laughing because a guy is getting in the car wash of a pickup truck, and I know that video. I've seen that clip in some videos, and the videos had like 40 million views. You know what I mean? So I don't know why people think I'm a redneck and why I should be in a redneck video, but it's probably because it was from Laurel, Montana. But I don't mind being silly and having a viral catch it. The people that know me really, really close said that they've taken that video and they've copied the audio of my laugh and they put it on ringtone.
Oh, really?
I'm humiliated, embarrassed at just telling you guys that story. But people going like, oh my God, every time you laugh, it just lights me up. So if I have it on my ringtone all the time and people are calling me, it just stops everyone in their tracks. And I got the attention in the room and I'm going like, my laugh is a ringtone? I don't get it, but maybe
we love it, Robert. It's just, it comes from the heart. Everything from you, it's just kind of you know what I mean?
Thank you.
That's
Thank
what
you,
I
Bob.
see you as.
You're the same way. You're the same way. I just, there's not a doubt in my mind when you feel comfortable doing content every day, regardless of what it is. And I challenge you guys. I'm telling you, doing an Ask Me Anything is easier than you think. Because if someone asked you a question on an Ask Me Anything, wouldn't you just want to help them?
Right.
So when someone reaches out and asks a question, you don't have to worry about what you're thinking because you're doing your best to help them get what they're looking for. I mean, that's why some people are going like, oh my God, you'll do Ask Me Anything for hours. If there's people asking questions, why not?
Right.
So thank you, Bob. I love
Thank you. Love and appreciate you too. You guys have a great weekend. Matt, Jack. I mean, Jack.
Jack.
I'm sorry.
Oh, 30 lashes with a wet noodle, Bob.
All right. And happy Hanukkah to you, brother.
Thank you so much. Appreciate you.
Yeah,
very much.
Craigman.
Honestly, I have been that. Yes. That has come my way many times. Bob, don't worry about it. The nice thing is, if people misspell your name because they pronounce it backwards, it's still Bob.
There you go.
All right. So James Saunders, you are next, but just as we get everything started, just want to remind people watching on YouTube, please hit the like button and then please hit the subscribe button so that you can get when we do these videos. We appreciate you. Thank you so very much. And now, Mr. Saunders, go ahead, open up and please share with us.
Craig Jackman, you're the man. Craig Jackman is the man.
Bless you. Thank you so much.
Robert Hollis.
Yes, sir.
Let me just say, I'm going to come back to you just a second, Robert. I've got to talk about John Tier. I got to talk about Lisa Marie Cook. I got to talk about Mary Valchek. I got to talk about Bill Shoemaker. I got to talk about Coach Bob. All you guys. And anybody I left out, please attribute it to my head and not my heart. I love all y'all because we're all in a circle, including the GOAT himself. I really appreciate you. I really, my question for you, Robert, is this. Just today, my wife, after weeks of not speaking, she replied to me today. I told her, I said,
was her first words, James? Stop that.
No, not at all. She said, I love you.
Oh,
and
my
God. I told her, I love you too. And then she was wheeled around in a wheelchair outside in the sunshine. And I said, you gotta say something. The people are watching. You gotta say something. She said, what do I have to say? She spoke. After not speaking for weeks, 3 heart attacks, 4 strokes, a pacemaker, she actually spoke. And she said, I love you. It touched me. My question to you, Robert, is when was it that you learned how to actually hear people? Now we're good at talking. I'm good at talking. I can talk your ear off. But to be able to actually hear, to really hear a person, how did you develop the ability to actually hear something. Because I was listening to a gentleman from Nigeria today, and I'm thinking to myself, he doesn't have a sense of right now. He
Right.
has a sense of like tomorrow, or a sense of next week, or a sense of I'll get around to it. How did you develop a right now kind of integrity about yourself that was passed on to other people to do something right now?
Where I learned that was when my mentors told me that what people love to hear more than anything? Their name. The other thing is that whole phrase, people don't care what you know until they know that you care. There's nothing that does that more than silence, being present, eye contact, that a person actually feels heard. So we go back to that thing, James, everything I want for myself, I want for you. And it really makes a huge difference to me when I know that people are actually listening to me. And there's a book out there called How to Win Friends and Influence People. And when Matthew read that book, it was like he transformed into a new person. Because I immediately seen him applying that book. And the best compliment that you can get, James, from anybody is, man, that guy is just a great guy. And when you get done, you'll find out that all you did is ask them clarifying questions on whatever they was talking about or whatever she was talking about. So, when it's like I've had conversations with people that have lasted, 15, 30 minutes. And I never have had to say a thing. And they think I'm the coolest person on the planet. So I think, James, what you're saying is that I learned that because someone brought that to my attention, which is called awareness. And then awareness is, I heard someone say that if you can ask them questions back about what they're talking about and use their name, that when you say that 3 times to somebody, because you got these people that go, I can't remember names, I'm bad with names, I keep forgetting names, blah, 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 blah. There was a thing that I heard, don't know where I heard it from, and they say, if you've ever heard a funny joke, then immediately what you got to do is go tell that joke to 3 different people.
Wow.
Because it's the repetitiveness of saying the joke to other people that makes it anchor into your subconscious or conscious mind. So if you'll notice, I'll even say, I just really enjoy you, James. So when I'm talking to someone, I'll look them in the eye and I'll tell them that I'm listening to them, and I use their name. And so that makes me go, well, for me to ask them a clarifying question based on what they're talking about, I need to be paying attention. And if you guys ever do this with somebody, you'll see them light up. So they're looking at you and they're talking and talking and talking and talking. And I think that almost everyone, including you, James, every once in a while gets this little bird that's going, oh my God, am I the only one talking here? And I don't know how long I've been talking. It's like, I don't care how much people love to talk. I think every one of us has caught ourselves going, oh my God, I've been freaking rambling for about 5, 6 minutes, 10 minutes, and no one's ever said anything. And it's like when you get that feeling and you go, so anyway, I even see people do this. Matt does this consciously and does not apologize for it. I know he got it out of that book too. And it's like, Matt will go, well, it looks like, I'm the one that's doing the most talking here. And when he does that, and the people that are around him go, no, we're not interrupting you because this shit's interesting. You know, you're on a roll and you got my attention. Oh, okay. So it's neat to know when you stop talking and then you say something like that. Well, I apologize. I feel like I was taking over the conversation. You know, and then people go, no, that stuff you were talking about with AI. You know, I think if some of you watch one of the inner circle ones where Matt talked about all the stuff he was excited about and helping us, there was 3 groups of people. One group of people is like, I'm never going to use any of this stuff, so I'm not paying attention. But they still gave Matt compliments based on his delivery. It's like, oh my God, man, I wish I felt that confident and knew that about something, right? Then there was another group that was listening to it that are the people that always get confused because they overthink about everything. They still don't recognize that they overthink. And so they're going like, oh my God, you know, am I got to use all this stuff? And, you know, what am I going to use with this, and this? And they're the kid with the rope again screaming. You know, it's like, I don't understand this stuff. And then there was the other group that reached out to me and went, I can't even tell you how much I learned in that short period of time. And I asked people that reached out to me, I said, hey, could you do me a huge personal favor? I'd really appreciate it. And they're like, anything. I go, please send Matt that message. I don't want to be the go-between. Reach out to Matt. If Matt affected you or somebody else affected you and you feel you like to compliment them, reach out to them. Reach out to them. So the answer to your question, James, is how you learn to listen to people is just to be aware of it. You know, again, when you're around certain people and you know you shouldn't swear. You guys know, if there's anyone I love watching right now, is my wife and I, just to laugh as Judge Judy. You know what I mean? Because she's at the age right now where she's in her prime, man. You know what I mean? It's like, I ain't listening, you know, she's like shutting people down so fast, so quick. It's crazy. And I just, one girl was in there just the other day. And she said, you know, well, you know, something about the contractor or something. He wasn't a licensed contractor and he said he was going to finish a job or whatever. And she said to her, she says, you're a young couple, aren't you? And they're like, yeah. And she goes, there's just some lessons that you can't learn from somebody else. You got to learn them on your own. And they go, what do you mean? She says, I bet you never allow anyone to do anything for you again without any referrals from somebody else. This is just one of those lessons that we all learn because someone comes out to us that is licensed, that knows what the hell they're doing, and they want to do the job for $2,500. So what we do is we turn around and we say, listen, I'm not paying that, so I'll find someone to do it cheaper. And it ends up costing you $5,000. Not counting. It's like, so did you ask them if they were licensed? No, I didn't. She goes, really? And you didn't ask for any referrals? You didn't check on other customers they had done work for and find out if these people were satisfied? And they go, no. And they go, you won't do that again. And so the girl got mad. The girl got mad and they had to bleep her. You know what I mean? Like she must have said, this is effing wrong or something like that. And she looked at, you know, her main man that's always next to her doing crossword puzzles. And she just looked and he said, escort her out, and got up and walked off. And as she was walking off, she's like, what do you mean? And she goes, for you to be so disrespectful that you don't even know where you are, to say something like that in a courtroom doesn't deserve even to be here.
Well,
Because how many of you, be honest, God, I hope this never happens to you, but if any one of you had to go into a courtroom, I would hope that your mind would go, I probably need to be on my best behavior here.
Yeah, definitely.
And
Definitely.
I fortunately or unfortunately, I've been in a courtroom many times, right? And the one thing that you do know is that person sitting behind that bench with that robe on can make your life really ugly really fast. And so why would you want to do something like that? So I know that's an extra talk there on top of what you are asking, James, but you know, it is funny that we all have the ability in an arena that we're in to put a windshield wiper delay between our mind and our mouth.
Well, what I like about you is that you will punch me in the face. You've done it. Hey, folks, he has punched me in the face from afar. I've said, well, I don't think he said, well, why'd you say that? He'll just cut me off at the knees, just slice my legs off. And he'll be like, and so much so that you never say anything negative about yourself again.
Yeah.
You never say what you can't do again.
Yeah.
Never. I've never been able to what? No. I accidentally what? Well, what I meant to say, well, yeah, you when he gets finished with you, you will never say anything negative about yourself. Well, I've never been good with people. I've never been able to talk to people. I've never been this. I can't do that. I don't know what's wrong with me. This. When he gets done, you're like, damn. Okay, I'm good now.
And you can do that with people that love you. You know what I mean? You gotta treat them and really love up on them so that when you do punch them in the face, you know, I always tell people my mentor was so good at this that I would get hit in the face. And it was one of those funny things that we've all seen, right? He'd hit me in the face. And then when I looked at him, he would be looking in the sky and go, did you get hit too? And I'm like, I'm pretty sure that was you. And it's like, I'd never do that to you. Puts his arm around me and goes, I love you. I would never do that. And it's like, you're going like, did I just imagine that? What the hell was that? You know, I'm pretty sure that I got legs swept and I didn't just fall.
Hard, got hit hard.
But we all love being corrected. I've said this many times. My mentors were awesome, but James, I want to give you some kudos back, right? Because I only do that to people that I love, and I only do that to people that I know love that kind of mentorship. So it still blows me away when I do some Zooms and some trainings and I'll get like 10 messages afterwards. And it was like, thanks for the kick in the ass. I'm going, I didn't quite know if I was doing that. And then depending on where your level is in life, you know, man, when I used to do that with Melody, you know, or even Lisa Marie and even Mary, you know, it's like, you know, people that have really dealt with stuff in their life, you know, and they need to learn to stand up for themselves and love themselves. They're the ones that are like, you know, I'm almost positive that that whole Zoom was about me. And I just want to know why you went out of your way to hurt my feelings. You know what I mean? And I'm going like, all right, if you're taking it that personal, why? Why are you taking it that personal? You know what I mean? It's like, well, that really cut to the bone. We know all the words that people say, and Lisa Marie and Melody and Mary, they're all getting, Jody, they're just all getting like 10 times better than even Bill. Me and Bill, we're close enough now where Bill was going, that's smarted, but I'm okay. Thank you very much. It's like, because we can't correct what we don't know we're doing. We can't correct what we don't know we're doing. And so, sometimes depending on how I feel when someone says, well, how are you today? I'm all right. Boy, you're so lucky I'm not next to you. So depending on, they really don't realize that their vibration, their words, everything puts them in the state of mind that they need to be. And so if people just keep saying, same shit, different day, how you doing today? You know what I mean? Everything sucks. I'm so low that I play handball against the curb. You know what I mean? I got to reach up and tie my shoes. You know what I mean? It's like, that's how low I am. And I'm going like Bruce Lee said, stop that. Stop being a bully of yourself and telling me how slow you are and that you're never going to get this and that it takes forever, so that the universe and your ears and your mind and your soul and your spirit can pick that shit up and use it. Just stop it. So James, thank you again. James, we got so many great inner circle members and people that show up on AMAs. And when they talk the way you do, James, it's always talking to, in my heart, it's literally talking to millions of people. Because you're so, you're just a great human doing as well. You're one of those people that excuse me, if they don't understand, they just ask. They're not afraid, that they know that I'm not going to hurt them. So I love you, James.
I love you back. Thank you so much, Robert.
Thank you too. Tell your wife I love her.
I will do so.
Okay.
And we're all thinking about her, James. Thank you so very much.
Thank you.
Hola!
Hola! Now, I'm assuming you're going to ask the question that you posed earlier in the chat, right? Yes. Okay, good. Because I was going to say, we should have you do that instead of me. So, Ola, open up and share with us.
Hello, Robert.
How are you?
How
Ola?
are you?
I am blessed
I'm
and highly
fantastic.
favored and deeply loved. How are you?
Awesome. I'm great. Yeah, I have I have a question.
Okay.
I read Think and Grow Rich again. And you know the story in that one. Napoleon Hill meets 500 of the most successful people at that time.
Right.
So my question is, you have mentored 67 people to earn $1 million. If you can say 1 to 3 things what those people had in common, what would that be?
What they had in common when I met them, or what do they have in common now?
No, when you met them, why was it that they had success, or that you could mentor them to success?
They really truly started visualizing how incredible their life was going to be in the future. So they really started to believe that they could frickin' do this.
Yeah.
That's it for everybody, Ola. When you can't stop thinking how awesome your frickin' life is going to be a year from now, all the stuff you're going to do, all the places you're going to travel, the incredible, partner that you have, the incredible home that you have, the incredible, the amount of money that you're going to give to charity. People, every one of those people really, truly believed that if I could do it and others can do it, they can do it. So they started acting like that. And that's what activated their superpowers, what some people call a law of attraction, and then all the stuff came to them miraculously. I can pinpoint the day that Melody didn't say that she believed. Because then I was getting,
Awesome.
so that's when I was getting messages from her. She says, all of a sudden, it's like everybody's reaching out to me. I'm not reaching out to them. They're reaching out to me. Well,
Awesome.
what a concept, right? And so we all watched
Yeah.
Melody. We all watched Melody go from not believing in herself to doing incredible videos. And people go, the word I was looking for before, I resonate with this person. I relate to this person.
Yeah.
So I want to be connected to this person. So a lot of people in the world can't figure out what that it factor is, what that charisma thing is.
Yeah.
So why is all this stuff happening to Taylor Swift now? Hasn't she been writing songs for a long time? She's won awards.
Yeah.
She's won awards. She's broken records before. There's just something different about the last year. Isn't that weird? You couldn't ask tens of thousands of people to show up in a parking lot of a stadium and have a Taylor Swift tailgating party because they can't afford tickets. I've never heard of that happening before. Not for a pop singer. You know what I mean? So, it's weird when people actually call it the Swift effect now. You know what I mean? So her showing up at football games and stuff like that, the tickets are sold out. And, it's like, it's an intangible thing. And I know what it is. Successful people know what it is. It's when Taylor Swift felt like she didn't have to prove anything to anybody. It's the same with comedians. It's the same with everything, where their very presence is, I want to make sure that I make everyone in this audience feel better. So to think that she was smart enough, or people were smart enough around her to say, you know what, we should film this. Because she's not only in the it phase, but she's just in the zone. So someone was smart enough to recognize that and then put it in a movie format. So then when they launched the movie, that broke all the records.
Yeah. Smart.
They're saying right now that she could just do her tour over and she would still pack out every stadium that she did before. Isn't that crazy? So why can other people do that and other people can't? It's all about, Ola, the moment that you say, I can do this. I believe 100% that I can do this. And it's not that you got to convince people. They just feel it from your posture. And every one of us is, I would say this, I could be wrong, but everyone in the world, I believe, gets glimpses of them being in the zone.
Yes, I have been that many times in different areas.
Yeah. And I think that where people probably experience it more than ever is just in a really good connection with another human being. We're just for a moment in time, and sometimes it's a long time, where you lost track of time. You didn't realize how long you were talking. In fact, after you get done with it, it's one of those statements, oh my God, Ola, we really been talking for 3 hours? Oh my God, I didn't realize that we were doing that either. It's like the goal is to not only be aware that it's there, but how do you get in it? And I'll tell you how to get in it.
Is it meditation or no?
You're daydreaming.
Yeah.
You're 1000% daydreaming. So, a worker walks up to you and goes, Ola, Ola, hey, and you go, what? Like, where were you? Man,
Yeah.
I was hanging out with my wife at the beach.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know you were married. I'm not. It's like, what? You know, it's like, what are you thinking about? Hey, I wasn't here. I wasn't here. I'm sitting in an audience with 20,000 people, and I know they're about ready to mention my name for me to go on stage and do my super affiliate speech.
Yeah, that would be great. I dream a lot. I promise you, I'm dreaming all the time.
Yeah.
It's just the action, you know, that, yeah.
Well, that's why the plan is there. See what I mean? The plan is there for you to break it into little pieces, like eating an elephant one bite at a time.
Yeah.
So if you said, well, to be a super affiliate, I need to be doing $1 million a month in volume. All right. So $1 million a month in volume. Then what I got to do is take that and divide that by 100. That's 10,000 people I have to have in my group active. 5,000 on each side. So with 10,000 active, that would be, yeah. So that would be 5,000 on each side. That would be like 500Ks. And a 500K would be earning 50,000 a month. I got to find someone that wants to make 600,000 a year. Oh, most people wouldn't believe that. All right. So then what I need to do is maybe get 4 250Ks, because that would be 25K a month. That could be close to 300,000 a year. I can't find any of those. I wonder if I could find like 10 100Ks, and that would be $10,000 a month, 120,000 a year. I know a lot of people that want to make 6 figures a year. Well, how am I going to find those people? Well, every zero knows a hero. I got to find a way to take average people that are not self-confident, that don't believe in themselves, that are negative, and I got to find a way to motivate them to introduce me to the best people they know. So I'm going to learn and practice how to take a ordinary average person that doesn't believe in themselves and get them so jacked out of their mind that they're willing to introduce me to another Ola or another Melody or another Robert.
Yeah.
So all the things you could write on a list of why you can't do this, you know, I can eliminate that list. So everything that you write up in your mind, that, you know, that's what the whole thing is. Write down a whole list of all the reasons why Ola can't do this, because I'll circumvent every one of them. It's like, I'm not that smart. This business is perfect for you.
My perspective is another way.
Yeah, if you're not
I feel-
smart, if you're not smart, then I would suggest that you tell them not to listen to you and give praise and recognition to somebody else and put them in front of them. Yeah, but I'm not a people person. Isn't it cool? You don't have to be. You can point, guide, and direct. You don't have.
Yeah.
Well, what if they ask me a question? Tell them you don't know the answer. What?
Yeah.
Well, I have a question. Listen, Ola, if I were you, if you want to get results with this company, I should be the last person you're asking a question to. Why? Because I'm not happy with the money I'm making. I am not the person you should be listening to. But I can connect you with the people that can show you what to do, and they're documented. Would you rather learn from someone that's helped 67 people make over $1 million in commissions, or you want me to tell you what to do next?
Yeah.
See, when I got in this company, I mean, this industry 37 years ago, I had no problem with that. Even in my opening thing that I would say to people, Ola, would get them from talking to me.
That's genius. I know what you say. You put yourself down and lift Bill up. I know. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
but get this. Not that I put myself down. I was just honest. Most people don't want to be honest.
Good.
You know, so I'd say, Ola, listen, I was hoping you could do me a huge personal favor. I'd really appreciate it. Now, up front, I need you to know that I'm helping this guy expand this company because right now I'm an auto mechanic on workman's comp. So if you have any questions about what's wrong with your car or how to put yourself in a position of making $900 a month on the government, if those are two questions that you have, I might be your man.
Yeah.
And I would get done saying, you know, I'd like to get you in front of this guy's information. I'd rather you hear it from him instead of me. And I promise once you watch this video, you're going to know someone that this can help. And we happen to be in a company that if you just referred your affiliate link, that when they signed up, you not only get compensated, but as they go to work and start building, you could purchase one of these and get 30% off their residual check.
Yeah. That's awesome.
I know that doesn't sound like a lot, Ola, but you know, my wife's residual check was $48,000 last month. Just a residual check.
That's insane.
So if we took that times 0.30, you'd only make $14,400 a month by sending the affiliate link to my wife.
Damn, I didn't do that.
So we take that times 12, and that's $172,800.
Yeah.
So you don't have to know about the company. You don't need to know about the products. You don't need to know about the compensation plan. You don't need to be a people person. You don't have to present or train. But you do have to say as little as possible to as many people as you can, as fast as you can.
Yeah, and that's my problem. I think that's my problem. I I still say too much. I don't know why. I get so excited, you know, because I think I love network marketing. I think network marketing is the best business model I know, you know. You just change
I don't know of a better one.
Me neither, because low cost, you just change shop and buy premium quality products and then recommend others. It's genius. It's genius.
Yeah.
But I use it. So now when my daily choice came with brand bucks, it's insane that you get as much as you buy in brand bucks, you get prepaid travel also. I did that right away when I saw that.
Yeah.
But why can't I get other people to see it? You know, it's
okay. You're answering your question though, Ola. You already know.
okay.
You already know.
I talk too much when I know.
You talk too much, and the second thing that you do is you get overexcited.
Yeah,
So
I do.
You get overexcited and you talk too much, and you think your enthusiasm and excitement about what you're doing should come across of them wanting to get involved just because you're exciting, but they hear you're selling me. You're trying to sell me. You're trying to convince me. You're trying to close me.
Because I work as a salesman.
Yeah. Yeah. And honestly, Ola, it's just that you're comfortable with being direct when most people don't like a direct approach.
I know it's true. Melody has said that many times.
So I'm telling people, it's not that you don't need to be excited. It's not that you don't have to be over enthusiastic. It's not that you talk too much. It's just understand that if you mentally can just get somebody, what is the little thing that you could say? I love using dating analogies, right? So if you're trying to get a date, what's the least amount that you could say to at least get a person to show up for a cup of coffee?
Yeah, that's another way to say it.
So it's not that you got to shut that all off. You just got to get the person to become an affiliate. And
Yeah.
then once they get affiliate, then do a little more talking to get them excited to get a result. Once you get somebody a result, now it's like, I'll talk to you all day, every day. You can be enthusiastic all day long, Ola. It's just that you got to get people to do something and get a result before you go crazy on them.
Yeah, true. True.
Right? So we all know the person that's
Thank you very much.
Yeah, you're welcome. And it's like, here's another way that you could think about it. Let's say that you were able to say as little as possible to as much as you can to get someone to go on a date with you. When you're at the date for a coffee, drink, or dinner, right? Is there something mentally in your mind that goes, I know how fast I could blow this? What I mean is how much if I talk too much, talk about stuff that I shouldn't talk about, there's not going to be a second date, and I could get this person to say I've had enough and walk away.
Yeah. Yeah.
Isn't that crazy? So we know that when we're in that first date that we need to be cautious. We need to, don't ask her about her ex.
True.
Don't ask her, so you've never been married and don't have any kids and you're in your mid-30s. What the hell's wrong with you? See, there's certain things that you maybe, shouldn't ask or get on that topic. Does that mean that your guys are going to talk about it later? Yeah, after you have a couple of dates. But we all see the date where you sit down and you say to the girl, well, listen, I'm looking to start a family. And I sure don't want to waste a lot of my time with someone that's not interested in starting a family. And it's like, thanks a lot for sharing that with me. See you later. You see what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
And then people ask him, hey, Ola, how'd that date go? Didn't happen. So what I pray for you, Ola, and everyone that watches this live or recorded is just awareness. Just for us to be aware that the most confident people on the planet, say the least.
Yeah,
they say the least. So let's do an opposite date. So now you're sitting with this person on the first date, and they realize after 15, 20 minutes, it's like, wow, I've been doing all the talking. You've asked me a lot of questions about me. And every time you ask a question, they won't know this, but they'll say, every time you ask me a question, you use my name. You never lost eye contact. You're so courteous. See, when you see a couple talking and then one of them goes, well, I need to ask questions about you. They realize that you gave them so much respect and so much love and so much, focus and being present that it comes to them like, wow, this guy's different. I want to get to know more about them. Doesn't that sound like a freaking home run?
Yeah, it does.
It does, right?
Yeah.
But usually it's, I wish I could get this guy to stop freaking talking.
Yeah.
Right? And someone that's really good is now she says, well, I want to ask you a few questions. You go, sure, anything that you want. And your answers are short and to the point. And then they don't even realize that, well, what about you? So she goes, what do you do about, what do you do for work? I've always been involved in some way of finding things that can benefit people. And then I just show them the value of why they need that in their lives. Why? What do you value? And now she doesn't know she's been going for another 10 minutes. It's like, yeah, you see, it's the awareness and the consciousness to know that you're in control of this conversation because you're making it about them and not you. Yeah. So let's switch this to business because I know you're getting it. And so in business, I'd go, well, Ola, before we even get started, Melody's told me so many great things about you. Oh, she was talking about me? Yeah, she was just going on and on and on how great of a person you are. So between you and I, why would you even want to know how to do this business?
Because I want freedom.
Is that important to you?
Yes, it is.
How much?
I dreamt about it for 20 years.
So if I was going to share with you something simple that you could do, like say as little as possible to as many people as you can, as fast as you can, and you actually found the people that wanted to make 6 figures a year, that could easily happen in a couple of months. Is that exciting for you?
That's very exciting for me. Very.
But you would have to follow the certain way. Are you coachable?
I want to be. I hope I am.
But I want you to understand that if freedom's important to you, you got to know every day that you're not following the certain way, which is finding people that are interested, giving them a short video to see if they'll take the next step. Every time that you do more than that, you're messing up the system that stops duplication in your group.
Yeah.
So your people's income is more important than yours. We got to get them a belief check.
Yeah.
So do you think I can help people get a belief check?
I know that for 100%.
So let me help you help them.
Yeah.
Did you guys just see the drones that you're looking for are not here? Like, yeah, when I have to pull the stuff out, I know what to say to somebody to get them to understand that this is about them. Because I want you to have freedom, Ola. You deserve it.
Would be awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Awesome.
Love you, Ola.
Love you too. You're the best.
I always do this to you. What time is it there?
Now it's an hour before midnight. 11 o'clock in the evening.
Thank you, Ola, for getting on, man. I love and appreciate you.
Love you too. Thanks.
Hey. Craig, let's close her out, man.
All right. Ola, thank you so very much. And I got to give it out to every single person who has shared with us today. Bill Shoemaker, John Tier, Dr. Magagula, Coach Bob Johnson, James Saunders, and Ola Meyer. Thank you guys so much. Thank you also to Matthew Hollis for being our executive producer and putting all of this together.
Thanks,
if you want to save the chat, for those of you watching on YouTube, it's already in the chat and it will be in the description below shortly after we've concluded this presentation. In Zoom, it's very simple to do. Just click on the 3 dots in the chat for Zoom and then click on Save Chat. It will download at the very end of this meeting. And Robert, OMG, this was amazing. It really, really was. thank you so much for sharing, you for being our guide, our mentor, our, as Melody loves to say, GPS to success. We appreciate you very, very much. And thank you for joining us and taking time out of your busy schedule to be a part of our AMA. So until next time, please be good to yourselves. Be cash. Bye-bye. I'm going to open up so everybody here in the Zoom can say so long and have a fantabulous week.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you. Thanks,
you.
Robert.
Thank you,
Robert.
Bob. Thank you,
Craig,
James.
Matthew.
Craig, I love you, man.
guys.
Thank you so
Craig,
much.
too.
Thank you, Matthew.
Love you guys. Love you guys.
Thank you, Matt.
Matt,
Thank you,
You're
Bill.
awesome.
Thank you, Mike. Thank you, John. Jerome. Hola.
Thank you, Robert.
Thank you, Wanda.
Thank you,
Love
Robert. Thank you, Craig. Thank you, Matthew. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Kai. Thank you, Diane. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Arthur. Thank you. What's that? Dwanell?
Danielle.
Dawnell?
Oh, Donnell.
See,
Donnell Johnson. Yeah.
Dwanell.